Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's short video is going to be on metal detecting, burying your valuables so they won't be found, or a good chance they won't be found. Now first we're going to go over on the new metal detectors. They've been out for years, but in the old days you stood a little bit of a better chance. But these go down deep. The newer models, they have discriminating factors, and they have huge technical advantages that makes it very difficult for you to fool the detector. What we're going to discuss today is we want to frustrate and fool the detectorists. Now, I've been in the business since I was 14, helping people find things, and I enjoy metal detecting. But I'm also a prepper. Now, we want to secure our valuables away from our house if this is what you want to do. I don't give financial advice or what you should really do on this channel. But the main thing is we have to reduce, our metal detecting, I guess you would call it signature, to as least as possible. So anything you bury should be buried vertically. This gives it the least signature that there could possibly be. Now we're going to first get into if you happen to have a crawl space. Now the crawl space has to basically have dirt under it like the old days. I don't think they make them anymore, but if you happen to be, you scout out your water line, and hopefully it's iron, and the sewer line. Mine is copper. So what you want to do is you want to bury vertically underneath these two objects. Now, what's the reason for that? One is every metal detector, even the handhelds, have a form of a loop. Now the loop, besides detecting down, if you put it under something, it's going to detect the metal that's on top. And being that the water line has a huge signature, that's going to mask and make it extremely hard for them to find that if they ever could. How they could find it is if you basically dig under there and the dirt settles with whatever you have under there, and it has a little crater. So I would say for the first year or 2 years, you just go under there and make sure, and you push the dirt back, pack it down lightly so that it is not noticeable to anyone. Now that to me probably would be the best. Now I do not recommend burying firearms. Especially outside your house on your property somewhere. With the new, they're not really new, but with the very advanced trail cams they have down there, you never know where these guys, these hunters, put these things. So basically that's a disadvantage. But if you're on your property, you know you're clear there. But for safety reasons, if God forbid somebody digs it up and hurts themselves, that's very, very poor way to do it. But I know some of you do it. But if you're going to do it, it has to be vertical. Now, the optimum situation is, it doesn't necessarily have to be this way, because I'll show you other ways you can do it. But if you're building a new house, and you're going to do it somewhere in the backyard, you're going to plant your stuff, and nobody can see, you have to make sure nobody's looking. Before they do the final grade, get out there, because everybody has jars of pennies, little pennies all over, and nickels. The reason is that the detectors are very sensitive to these two things. And you want to save paint cans, any kind of scrap iron that you have. That's a good idea. Bury them underneath. BBs. Anything that's metal, but make them a lot. Okay, I'm a prepper, so that wouldn't be a problem, but some people might think that it's ridiculous, but I'm going to tell you why. Because if somebody is searching for something that maybe somebody opened their mouth in your family, that your daddy was burying stuff out in the back, who knows? You go on vacation, who knows what's going to happen, okay? Basically, what you want to do is, like I said before, is you can't fool the modern day detector with all the discriminating and modern electronics, but you can frustrate and fool the detectorist. If he's digging up paint cans, if he's digging up iron, BBs, pennies, nickels, and they're all over the place, every time he goes 2 inches, beep, beep, maybe 3 inches down, he has to dig and digs up a BB or digs up a penny or a nickel. I'm going to tell you something. He might not even stay there that long. Now, if it is official, you know what I'm talking about now. That's not going to work. They're going to dig up every signal. But at least you might stand a little bit of a percentage of them not digging it up. But we're talking about legally, that we want to protect our stuff, just in case we go on vacation or something. Or basically if there is confiscation of our firearms, or say there is confiscation of gold or silver or whatever, you know, you have a choice. You can dig it up and give it to them, or, you know, I don't condone doing anything against the law, so, you know, my thing would be give it to them, but that's your choice. Okay, so this is a short video. Remember, reduce your signature as much as possible and try to fool the detectorist and frustrate them to the point where they give up. And remember that water line, some of them now are probably, I don't know if it's called PVC or whatever it's called, but a lot of times on the older houses, like on my house, is copper, and I believe that the water line is iron. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's some form of metal. But that is a good way to do it. Now, if you don't have a water line, you got to think about it. Who the heck's going to crawl around in a crawl space? You know, somebody determined. But that's just a few suggestions. If you liked the video today, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and please give me a like. It goes a long way to supporting this channel. Have a good day, folks.